Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent of Fulani Caliphate, if you have come to do the bidding of Fulani Janjaweed in our land, I am asking you this very evening to retrace your steps. Because again, starting from this very day, anywhere Biafrans are killed, any governor, any police commissioner who tolerates the massacre of innocent people will pay very dearly for it. Will pay very, very dearly for it.
I have become your last bus stop. I said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come.
And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone. Amen. And you will now say, na no to na jamma na nsopuru site na ebige bi maro na ebige ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember,
in a country that have a working system, a country where there's a working system, so many things we call problem in Nigeria are not problem. They are not problem. So many things we call a problem are not supposed to be problem. And let me tell you, when we are talking about countries that are working, these countries do not have 1/4 of the resources that the Zoological Republic have. They do not have 1/4 of the resources the Zoological Republic have. But yet they manage themselves. They manage themselves. Everything is working out for them. If you go and check how many mineral resources they have nothing. But you are from a country that is one of the highest producers of petroleum, which is one of the mineral resources that is on high demand. And yet, nothing is working for you. After 62 years, you are still talking of light. Politicians are still telling you about light. They are telling you about road. They are telling you about housing. Politicians are still campaigning with road. I will build road. They are still campaigning with I will give you light. They are still campaigning with housing after 62 years. And most of you come and say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. After saying that, you are in a marriage of 62 years that you know that it's not working. You are still talking about unity. Every day is unity. And yet, you want to prolong it more. You are preparing to prolong it in 2023. You want to prolong it, you want to legitimize that slavery in 2023. Even when you know that the fake figure you are projecting can never, ever smell anywhere in Asoro. The fake project they gave you to distract the Biafran people, the fake project that you are pursuing, you know it's not going to lead anywhere. Even when you look down, some of you fail to look down, you keep your hands on the air and you are looking. Focus and pay attention to what is happening around you. Pay attention. If you are paying attention to the Zoological Republic and its system, that is why sometimes when in my YouTube channel, I share videos that are coming from their conventional media. Some important discussions, I share it. Why I share those videos, I'm not promoting them, but for Biafrans to listen to the kind of discussion that is going on their conventional media. Exactly the same thing we are saying, but they will say they're going in a different form, twist it, and again, they have no solution. But on our own side, we are seeing that it's not going to work, and we have seen the solution, and we are pursuing that solution earnestly. That is the difference between us and them. That is the difference. The difference between Mazen Nandekano and every other activist you have in the Sudan Republic is that all those activists, the same problem that Mazen Nandekano identified is what they have identified. But when you come to solution, they don't have a solution. When it comes to solution, they'll just say, so be it. Let the will of God be done. That is what they say. Even when God has already stated his will, that his will is for you to have a better life and a better future. The will of God, the will of Chukwu Okike for every human being is for you to flourish, have a better life. But you see somebody enslaving you, making you a slave. Instead of you to fight and take yourself away from that slavery, you say, let the will of God be done. When the will of God has already been done in your life, and you reject it. You see why Biafrans cannot stay down. You see why Biafrans cannot listen to any other thing apart from freedom. You see why Mazen Nandekano is saying it is either Biafra or nothing. Because it is the will of God for him. That is what Mazen Nandekano says, it's either Biafra or death. Because it is the will of God for us to be free. It is the will of God for us to have a good life. It's the will of God for us to have a very wonderful life. It is only the will of man to make us second-class citizens, make us third-class citizens, make sure we do not survive. The will of man to wipe us away in the planet Earth. And you want us to fold hand and continue to watch. You want us to fold hand? Of course we will not. We have waited for too long. Even the Israelites, whom Chukwu Okike himself pronounced them as his own children, God's own nation. Israelites, they are the God's own nation, pronounced, but it doesn't matter how you deny it. Some of you will say you don't believe in Bible, but it doesn't matter which one you believe. But that is the truth. God's own nation. But yet, everybody go to pilgrimage in Israel, including the Muslims, they go pilgrimage over there. But yet, Israel are fighting on a daily basis to defend their land. They are fighting. Their IQ is high. They are developing latest weapons. More nuclear weapons, they are developing it. It's a military police country. Every single human being born in Israel must undergo military training. They will undergo military training. Even when Chukwu Okike is with them. But yet, every of their citizens undergoes military training. Doesn't that ring a bell to you? That should ring a bell to you. So for you to go and sit back doing nothing, because you think that let the will of God be done. When you know that the will of God for you is for you to prosper and have a good life. That is his will. He has said it clearly. The will of God for us to prosper, be free, and have a good life. And yet you are there. Instead of you to go after that will of God for you, go after that will of God for you, freedom, that will of God for you, you wouldn't do that. We are being called to come out and join the struggle, sponsor the ESN, it will be too big for you. You don't want to do it. You don't even want to mention Biafra in your platform. Some people have not, some Biafrans have never one day posted anything that had to do with Biafra in their platform. But when something happened in the US, they will be the first one to post. More especially our celebrities. Our celebrities in Biafra land, some of them have never ever posted anything that had to do with Biafra and their people. But when something happens in the outside world, they go to their platform, you see Ukraine. Every day they talk about Ukraine and Russia. They will be posting Ukraine and Russia in all their platforms, Ukraine and Russia. But in their own home, in their own house, something that is more worse than Ukraine and Russia is happening. A situation that is worse than that of Ukraine and Russia is happening in their own country. They will never post about it or complain or talk about it. But when something happens all over other parts of the world, you see them go to their platform, they will be writing it and posting it. How stupid some people are. Look at when the woman that put us into this problem died. When the queen that put us into the problem died, some of them even changed their profile picture to her picture. These people that change their profile picture to their picture, when their own grandfather or even their parents died, they never changed profile picture. Some of them never changed profile picture for their wife one day. They never changed profile picture for their husband one day. Not for their children, not for their relatives, not for anybody in their life. But a stranger who have enslaved you, who was part of the thing that made you enslaved today, you were changing the profile picture for her, for you to be noticed. Oh, for you to be seen as one decent black man. For you to be seen one decent Nigerian, one respectful Nigerian. That is how stupid some of us are. But with that change the situation, it's not going to change. It will only make the situation worse. That is why you must wake up. You must wake up now. You must wake up now and follow the truth. Ask yourself, what kind of a Biafran are you? Put that question in your heart. Any place you go, make sure you sit in a place and memorize over that question. Try and get an answer. Why am I a Biafran? What kind of a Biafran am I? Ask yourself, just ask yourself. If you answer it correctly, let me tell you, you don't need anybody to push you. You are going to be more tough than Mazen Nankan. You are going to be more hard and harsh than Simon Eber. Answer that question correctly. The people who have answered that question correctly today, if you see them talking, they don't hide their face. They don't stay on that keyboard to type. When they want to broadcast, you see their face. These are people who have answered that question correctly. And they tell you the right thing. You need to hear. Those who have answered that question, and they are not distracted, they are focused. Go and check what they have been doing. When Mazen Nankan was there and when he was not there, the same thing, no changing. Consistency personified. That is what Mazen Nankan said. He told us that we must be consistent, that consistency is the key, which is our motto on this platform, our memory verse. On this very platform that you're watching, autopiloted platform by Chukwu Kabiam. The autopiloted IPOB under the control of Chukwu Kabiam, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Eba, and on the leadership of Master Nandekan. That is where I stand. Consistency personified. Consistency personified. We don't shift from it, not waver. We don't waver. We don't waver. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter your propaganda. It doesn't matter your lies, your blackmail. It doesn't hold water. It doesn't move water an inch. Consistency. And Biafra will come. Because it is set time. We are working with those who respect time. Master Nandekan knows about time so much. And today, Master Simon Ekpa, who is the spokesperson of Biafra today, anointed by Master Nandekan, understand time very well. That time that Master Nandekan talked about, before 2023, the zoo is going to go down and Biafra will emerge. And Master Simon keyed in with faith. I key in with faith. You have to key in with faith. 2023, we are going home. Biafra will come. 2023, take it or leave it. That's your business. Those who have doubted in the past saw how they ended. For those of you who are Christians, you saw how Thomas ended. The doubting Thomases, you see how they ended. Those who doubted Moses about the promised land, none of them entered it. They saw it, but they didn't enter. Every single one of them that doubted Moses, that Moses cannot enter the promised land. Some of them wish that they go back to Egypt. None of them succeeded in going to that promised land. They saw it, but they didn't enter. And as many as are doubting today, as many as are fighting as many as are fighting the legitimate and legal people who are fighting for Biafra genuinely, and you're fighting against them, you will not enter Biafra. It is not a bad prayer. That is the wish of Chukwu Okara. You won't enter Biafra. You won't enter Biafra. Chukwu Okara is going to take you out because that is how he works. If you doubt him, you will see it, but you don't enter. Every one of them will be alive. They will be alive to see. They will be sleep and they wake up and they hear that today is Biafra. Even if you're in Biafra and you're doubting, you wake up in Biafra land and you live. It is going to happen. It's going to happen. Master Nandekan spoke about it, he prophesied about it. And go and check out every other thing he has said that come to pass. And that one is coming to pass at a high speed. Master Nandekan is coming out. It's coming out. Forget about the blackmail and propaganda they are pushing. They have no case against Master Nandekan. And because they don't have any case against man, they are looking for a loophole to wipe away their shame and release him. They are looking for how they are going to close their shame. Do you know what it took them to go to Kenya and kidnap Master Nandekan? Do you know how much they spent to go and kidnap Master Nandekan for Kenya? And they violated international law. They committed international crime. And yet, and the world is telling them to release them. And you think that they can just leave him like that? They are looking for excuse on how to release him. That is why you see the propaganda they are using their media to push, that Mazen Nandekan is begging for political solution. Beg who? Are you the one supposed to beg Mazen Nandekan or Mazen Nandekan beg? Mazen Nandekan doesn't beg anybody. He said it time with that number, and I know he doesn't beg. We saw him in the court in 2015. He wasn't begging. He told Buhari to his face that you can't jail me. You can't. We don't mind nine guys we are killing. No, we are killing. And they can't jail him. They know it very well. You can't build something on nothing. You can't build something on nothing. They are trying their best to blackmail him, trying to push all manner of lies and propaganda against Mazen Nanekan, trying to push all manner of things. And you see their media. They are using the media. Just like Mazen Nanekan, that the media of Nigeria is the worst media on the planet Earth. The worst media you can think of on the planet, the Nigerian media. These people can collect money from Satan and begin to preach to you that Satan is an angel of light. Media, Nigerian media, they will collect money from Satan himself and they will begin to preach to you that Satan is the light. That is what they do. They don't care. They don't care about themselves, let alone thinking about you. And most of those media are from the southern part of Nigeria. The southern part of Nigeria, who doesn't have anything to do with this, who their own agenda is not in the construct of that Republic. Yet they are the one they use to operate them. Go and check all the military forces. See, all their spokespersons, they are from Biafra land. Most of the spokespersons you have in the military, they are from Biafra land. After they have killed their people, committed social crime, demonized the people, they will bring them to defend it, and they will go and defend it. This is the evil we must get out from. What kind of a Biafra are you? Ask yourself again. What kind of a Biafra are you? Are you just a Biafran because you are born a Biafran? Are you just a Biafran because you are born a Biafran? Or you are a Biafran just because you said it, yeah, you confess it, I'm a Biafran. Mazen Nanekan is my leader. Just that. Or are you a Biafran in truth and in spirit, in actions, in your actions, in your defense of your land? That is how you're supposed to be a Biafran. You're supposed to be a Biafran, not just by birth or by words, but by action. And when you are a Biafran by action, like Mazen Nanekan, nobody tells you what to do. Nobody will beg you to support the ESN. Nobody will tell you that this is the right time for self-defense. And when self-defense is called, you're going to come out today. You see our men on the ground. Volunteers. We have more volunteers to the extent that we don't need anymore. ESN is not recruiting anybody. ESN is not recruiting. We have excess men, volunteers, and these are people who are not just Biafrans by mouth. These are people who are Biafrans in their heart. Biafrans in their heart. These are people who are Biafrans in their heart, not just in words. Biafrans in their heart. And these are the people Mazen Nanekan is talking about. Those who are born for the mission. For all a long time, those who are not born with me, those who are just Biafrans by their mouth and by birth, they have surrounded Mazen Nanekan. Those who are not Biafra in words and action. Those who are not Biafra in their actions. You see them, they have been very close, hindering Mazen Nanekan from moving. They block him, block everywhere. If they see somebody that is genuine, who is coming to walk the walk of Biafra, they will make sure they destroy the person. Either they blackmail you, they tell lies, and make sure you don't come close to Mazen Nanekan. They have been doing that for many, many years until the dragon came about. Until the appointed time, that appointed time by Chukwu Kamera, Mazen Nanekan, first of all, raised the dragonfly and told you that the dragonfly is not coming out. It's not going down. It's not going down. And they got jittery. They knew that Mazen Nanekan is not backing down. And they sold him out. After selling him, and they thought it was over. No. Chukwu Kamera raised the dragon. And the dragon came on board. The dragon since then have been an agent to make sure that the wheat is separated from the chaff. Chukwu Kamera used him to separate the wheat from the chaff and expose all the evil. All those who are just pretending to be Biafrans, but they are not. He exposed everyone. Expose them to the whole world. And the exposure is still coming. And the worst thing that Chukwu Kamera will make all of them deaf and dumb. They know very well that when they fight the dragon, they will fail. They know that anytime they make any move to fight the dragon, that's their end. But yet, they don't relent. They continue to fight. Ask yourself sincerely from your heart. Take your time. Sit within yourself. Ask yourself, what kind of a Biafran am I? As I said earlier, for those who were not there when I said, as I said earlier, by telling us you're a Biafran is not just enough. I told you there was a time Sheikh Husani from Kaduna State was saying that we are all Biafrans. Sheikh Husani, he was saying we are all Biafrans. People from the north were saying that we are all Biafrans. Some people from Oduduwa land were saying we are, but what kind of a Biafran are you? Are you just a Biafran by confessing that? Are you just a Biafran by saying it? You and I know that Sheikh Husani is not a Biafran. People try to give Biafra different kinds of meaning, different kind of interpretation. Different kind of interpretation. But those of us who are Biafrans by word, by action, in our blood vein, we know what we want and know who we are. And when we talk about Biafra, we talk about it with passion. We speak about it from the bottom of our heart. The truth and nothing but the truth. Not to demonize anybody, not to blackmail anybody. Our focus is freedom. Our focus is freedom, and we must be free. It doesn't matter what the devil does. It doesn't matter the attack they put from east, west, north, south. It doesn't matter. I say it doesn't matter what they think or what they do. We are going home. Biafra will come. 2023, Biafra will definitely come. And if you're one of those who is trying to stop Biafra, think again, because we're going to crush you. Think again, we're going to crush you. As I said before, it is not the will of the Biafran people for any innocent person to lose his life. Regardless your religion, regardless your tribe, your dialect, wherever you're coming from, it is not our wish that you lose your life. But when you have chosen suicide for yourself, we can't help you. We can't help you. Only Chukwu will judge. But as for defending Biafra land, we are going to defend Biafra land by all means possible. We are going to defend Biafra land by all means possible. My brother Raphael Chiamaka Jerry, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. We will defend Biafra by all means possible. Some of us are just saying it by their mouth. Until you answer that question sincerely from the bottom of your heart, you wouldn't. When you answer it, then after you answer this genuinely from your heart, nobody is going to distract you anymore. No man or woman can distract you. Nobody can distract you. You won't be jumping from pillar to pole. On your own, within your own self, you will know who is in the truth path and who is on the back path side. Nobody's above mistake. Even when you make mistake, you are going to correct yourself without looking to east or west or south. When you answer that question earnestly, sincerely from your heart, you wouldn't be talking about Biafra because someone else is talking about it. You wouldn't be talking about it because someone else is not. You'll be talking about Biafra because Biafra is you. You are Biafra. It is about you. It is our religion. Do you see the way Mazin Nane can address the issue of Biafra? When Mazin Nane is talking about Biafra, he talks about Biafra as something that belongs to him, something that he owns. He owns it, and he can't give it out to anybody. Do you know how you protect something that belongs to you? So your entitlement. That is how every Biafra is supposed to be seeing Biafra. Not just something that maybe they gave you to keep. Maybe somebody is giving you, forcing you to protect this thing. Help me, I keep this thing. When the pressure becomes too much, you drop it. No. Something that belongs to you that you treasure so much, protect it with your life. That is why Mazin Nane said that Biafra is our religion. I told you when I started that after going to churches to pray, after going to our various churches to pray, we still come back here and worship in a Biafra broadcast. And how do we worship? As I'm talking to you, we are encouraging each other. You are writing your comments, encouraging me, and you are sharing the videos and sending it to everywhere. All those you are doing is a word of encouragement, and we are praying for each other. Because the enemy we are up against is strong. They have the money. They have the connection. They have all the agents everywhere. The enemy we are up against is not relenting. The enemy we are up against is not relenting. They have all the money. They have all the connections. But what do we have? We have Chukwu and we have the gods of our land. And they will not allow us to see shame. As Chukwu fought for the Israelites, he is going to fight for us. But we will not sit back for the fight until we begin to do something and things will start to happen. That is why everybody must wake up from sleep and slumber and move. May Chukwu guide and protect everybody who have supported on this very broadcast today. Everybody has shared this broadcast in their platform. You share to family and friends. Anybody you have shared, may Chukwu guide and protect you. If you are watching from Biafra land, I say, may Chukwu guide and protect you. You will never lose your life. The bullet of the enemy will never touch you. Chukwu will continue to guide and protect you and secure you. You're going out and coming in. If you are in Biafra land and you're watching, anybody you're watching from in Biafra land, the bullet of the enemy will never affect you. You are going to live and see Biafra. You will celebrate Biafra with us. You will raise the flag of Biafra with Mazen Nandeka. If you are watching from any part of the world and you are in Biafra, Chukwu will guide and protect you, secure you. You are going to be in Biafra land to celebrate our freedom. If you are from Oduduwa land and you're watching, Oduduwa is going to come. Definitely. As Biafra is coming, Oduduwa will come. All you need to do is to do the needful. Pursue the right course and continue to follow the agenda of the Oduduwa Republic. Sincerely from your heart, Oduduwa will come and you will enjoy in Oduduwa land. If you are from Oduduwa land. If you are from the Middle Belt, be sincere with your freedom. Pursue it, you will get it. And Chukwu will sign it for you. If you are from any part of the world, regardless of your religion, your tribe, or your location, and you are genuinely seeking for freedom, you will definitely see freedom in your lifetime. Chukwu have made us free, and nobody can keep us captive. We are freeborn, but no man can keep us captive. May Chukwu guide and protect Sunday Igboho. Secure him and protect him wherever he is. May Chukwu guide and protect our gallant men on the ground, the ESN. May Chukwu guide and protect them, secure them, direct them aright, give them wisdom, strength, knowledge, and equip them with all the strength. No weapon of the enemy will overtake them. They will overrun the enemy like a flash of light. And Chukwu will lead them as they move. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect our brother Simon Ekpa. Secure him, give him more wisdom, mental toughness, strengthen him in his going and coming in. Whatever he lays in hand shall prosper. Let the wisdom of Chukwu increase in our brother Simon Ekpa. He will be prosperous and he will be victorious. May Chukwu guide and protect our supreme Mazen Nandeka wherever he is at this moment. May the angels of Chukwu surround him and continue to minister to him. Any poison they inject in his body will never have effect. It will never have effect. Mazen Nandeka will be an overcomer. He has overcome the past. He will continue to overcome until Biafra comes. He will be alive and raise the flag of Biafra very, very soon. No weapon formed of against Mazen Nandeka shall prosper. No weapon formed of against Mazen Nandeka shall prosper. I say no weapon formed of against Mazen Nandeka shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your patience. I say may Chukwu guide and prosper you. Thank you so much. I remember it. Bye-bye. See you again tomorrow. If you have your time, join me when I'm going to broadcast on my YouTube channel. I'll be there to broadcast by 4 p.m. Biafra time. Join me over there. We can continue to share this together. If you have time, I'm going to share the link over here when I start the program so that if you can be able to join, you can join me. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.